Heippa hei, it's Riikka Kovasin here with a card video this time. Not so long ago I bought these beautiful die-cut flowers from a Finnish craft store. These are by an Ukrainian company called Fabrika Decoru. Probably I'm pronouncing it all wrong, but they have these beautiful flowers called inspired by Ukraine. And I wanted to turn those into beautiful and happy looking cards. Well, I say beautiful and happy looking, so maybe not the first idea when you see me working on a black paper, but I wanted to highlight the colors and bring contrast. So instead of going with white and colors, I decided to use Distress Oxide inks and work on top of black. So I'm using 3 different colors, all kind of inspired by the die cuts I'm then layering on top. I'm using 2 different setup stamps to add some kind of a dotted texture to the background, and use the 3 colors, mix the 2 patterns, and then as a final touch I'm adding spritz of water on top to activate the oxides to kind of highlight that vibrant color they have. After that, I then dry the sheet for the next step. To add a little bit more color to the background, I then add some acrylic paints. Again, I picked up the colors from those die cuts following the kind of primaries I have going, so red, blue and yellow, and just add some splashes around the paper. After I have splashes done, I then again dry the sheet and cut it to smaller pieces fit on top of the card bases. I really should swap my paper cutter's blade because it's not creating this beautiful streamline at the moment, but I'm highlighting that and using scissors to distress the edge. Then I add these little Tim Holtz kind of Stencil looking pieces of craft paper on top. As you can see, I'm only using a little bit of tape because when I have the 2 pieces secured together, I'm then going to my sewing machine and sewing the 2 layers together. So it's only to secure the layers that they will stay put when I'm sewing. When I then have the center pieces kind of layered, I'm starting to build the composition for the focal points. Even though I want the die cuts to be the highlight, the vibrant part of the card, I'm adding a little bit of something underneath them, making a kind of a little background for them. And for that I'm using this white cotton fabric tape, then some colored washi tapes, and a touch of the acrylic paints I used to make the splashes. Those I'm bringing just to add a little bit of color to the white cotton tape, so it's not that bright white anymore. On top I then layer the die cuts. I'm using a couple of die cuts for each card, adding one of the layers with just regular craft glue and the other one using foam tape, so there's a little bit of dimension in the composition. I then use the same steps to add the layers on top of each background, all 4 of them. When I then had the 4 done, I used double-sided tape to add the kind of centerpiece to ready-made white card bases, and then it's just the finishing touches, and for that I'm using a sentiment sticker. I'm actually using a Christmas themed pack, but I find that the sayings in there are not all Christmassy, but they can be used in other occasions as well. Like, even though May your days be merry and bright kind of brings that Christmas carol to my mind. It's such a saying that it goes to any day. And well, especially the one I chose as the title of the video as well. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, you know the drill. Please consider subscribing and hit that bell sign to be notified. I hope you had wonderful Easter time, and I'm wishing you a great spring. I'll be seeing you within a week. Thank you for watching. Bye!